did a funny, just kind of a funny live. It was pretty funny. It was just like I roasted Valentine's Day because I was like, there were too many guys yesterday, like coming up on the FYP. They were talking about, oh, their perfect life partner. I'm like, keep that offline because when women did it, they're like, they're gold diggers. I'm like, guys, you're being kind of dodgy. Like, get it out. It's not something we want to see, but it kind of just made me think. I just laugh at that kind of content, because I'm like, who's it for? Like why? Like, why are you telling the world this? Like, do you think you're better than everybody else? Because you're not. Like, guys, like, if you want to do that, like, keep it offline. Like, the internet doesn't know that, or won't know that really, right? Because I would always see women, like, when they would say, like, I want a guy that makes this amount of money and he has to do this and that, then the guys would be like, she's a gold digger, and then these guys are online, they're like, no, this is what I want, this is what I want. This is why you have to be on the sidelines eating popcorn when people do that or post this stuff, because I'm like, did they really just tell the internet, like, they're a dating program or something? I'm like, I don't know. That's not the side of Valentine's Day I like wearing red and cute hearts and things like that. But yeah, it was just like, there was just like, I think the algorithm just algorithms on certain days, and I'm like, this is just, it's almost like, I guess people are using TikTok as like Tinder now or something. I don't get it. Like, they're making a video and they're like hoping like it's gonna land in the right audience, and somebody's gonna be like, oh wow, I saw that list of what you want, and that makes me want that. And I'm just like, okay, guys, no. But here's the truth. You're perfect as you are, 100 to the 20. A demure and a mindful person, they're never going to list what they want on the internet and other people. They're just not. They're going to keep it in their mind. And they're going to, like, when they find what they're looking for and it meshes with them, it's not like a list of check, check, check. It's like interactions on the daily through 5 to 10, maybe 20 years of interaction. And the people who have the best relationships where, like, it's solid like that, let's do some truthing. Okay, so it's interesting, really, because the people that end up having the best relationships, like, where it's the most solid, like, I'm just, like, thinking about my sister and her boyfriend, like, they originally, I don't think they're, like, people that would originally even think about dating each other, because my sister said she used to, like, in the beginning, like, she was kind of confused by this guy, like, this was before they got together, and he didn't really even seem like the kind of guy she would date, but now, like, they've been in a long-term relationship for years, and they're so happy. And a lot of people I know like that, like, in the beginning, they'll be like, oh, like, this person, like, it didn't really seem like somebody they would date or something, and then they get to know each other, and this is just something you learn through maturity. Like, when you're young, you think you know this, that, and that. And I'm like, and I love being single. Like, I'm just on the sidelines here. I'm just sharing things I've seen. Like, because I'm very, very picky like that. Like, you have to live in my geographical location. You have to be a vegan, vegetarian. Like, you have to, like, go the distance for me. Like, there's just not that many guys that are going to check those boxes. Like, I'm not saying that I won't change my mind, but I don't even date. I'm not even trying, because I'm done. I'm done even trying. Like, for years I tried, and it was just, well, not a lot even. I just don't even like to date. But I'm just making observations, like, for people who want to meet somebody where it's, like, really important to them. I think you have to get off the internet to meet people. This is just my true opinion of that. Like, when I'm seeing, like, the better relationships out there, I think you can meet people in your geographical location, because people always have. I'm not saying you can't meet long distance people, but I think that can be flawed, because one person has to alter their life for another person, and it's going to create a lot of conflict, I see. But I think you just have to have boundaries with your phone. Like, if that's, and the same is true with friends. Like, I honestly, right now, Like for me, I've been reconnecting with my best friend from college, and I just love talking to her because even though we would kind of like have like these differences of opinion, she's so amazing because she's loyal like that. Like she has loyalty on a level that most people don't. Like she reminds me of like my family, and she's just like she's really good like that. Like she just has this loyalty, like where she cares about people that she connects with, and we have this connection, like our minds and the things we say, and we're just drawn to each other, and it's inexplicable. And like she's just my friend, right? But I love her like as a friend, and I feel more like she's like a sibling to me, just because when I talk to her, like we've had these conflicts in the past, but at the core, like we're both introverted and we both enjoy our conversations together, and it's just like it's based in empathy, and it's based in like being drawn to each other, not like a list, like a friendship list or this list. So I feel like in life, now a lot of people are gonna say they have to have all these commonalities. Like you will find commonalities with people, but I didn't even think, like I would have said when I met this person that was my friend like years ago, I didn't feel like we would have ended up being friends for such a long time, because I just thought, well, we're different majors, we're not really in the same classes together, like we don't really see each other. She didn't live on campus and I lived on campus, but we worked together when I was in college at the library, and we just always had the best conversations. She's just such a loyal person like that, and I just think whether it be a relationship, friendship, or anything, you have to have the loyalty people in your life. It's not a list. The list does nothing for you. It's like, how does this person treat you? Do they have empathy and kindness? But this is an empathy and kindness mindset. Like if you're just looking for a list and they check, then you're gonna have to go on the list. But I just think you're limiting yourself in life if you start saying that somebody has to do this, and this. Like I think there's something wrong with it. Like you shouldn't limit the race of people you date. You shouldn't like have an income qualification, any of that. Like for me, but this is my opinion. Like I think people should be more inclusive. But then again, I'm multi-ethnic, right? And I think that's where my feelings lie from, because multi-ethnic people, and I love being multi-ethnic. I'm one of these people, I'm like, I vibe it. Like, I like it. I don't, like, need to identify with one particular group. Like, I like being a hybrid of many things, and I like being introverted, and I don't see it to my detriment. Like, I like to relate to many kinds of people, and I look for certain kinds of people that I feel like I have core commonalities with, right? I don't come to life with a list. And I feel like when you come to life with a list, you will be disappointed. But what do I know? I'm on the sidelines eating popcorn, so I can't really tell you like how other people. My hair grows nice. Okay. Thank you. So I don't know, those are just my observations on Valentine's Day, but I really think any day is just about being happy. And I've just come to this conclusion, like, being happy, and I know a lot of people kind of frown upon happiness, or they sell it as a consumer-driven thing where you have to buy something to be happy. But I don't think so. I think being happy, I've just been listening to a lot of videos or reading things, and there was this guy this morning, he was talking about how, look, there's nothing wrong with improving yourself. But I thought this was one of the most insightful videos I'd seen in a long time. He said you don't always have to be improving yourself. Sometimes you just need to exist to work on finding your like inner peace. And I kind of agree with that, because I'm not saying you can't improve yourself. I do think working on yourself, if you want to go to school or have a certain goal, that's fine. But some people equate working on yourself as acquiring more material items, right? Buying more things or getting a bigger car, a bigger house, and somehow they equate that with having made it. But a lot of people, like, they have all those things and they're not happy. So, like, they acquire this, this, and this. Stop making your life a checklist, because until you're into the depth of it, you don't know. I don't know. This is just my thought process this morning, and I'm just feeling kind of deep into it, and I need argan oil for my hair. Well, where am I going? I said I would go get something for my sister for her birthday, so that's my. I hope so. Well, I get up early a lot of mornings, but today I didn't really have to be up this early. But off I go. I've used a lot of this argan oil, golly. Just like plowing through this thing. I thought I had more of it than I have left now, but I've had it for a while. I think I'm just finally starting to use it more. The reason being is, like, I would have to get a coconut oil and melt it because my coconut oil solidify below 78 degrees. I don't have children. This is not a children live stream. I don't talk about having children. Like, if I had children, I would have talked about it. Did I say I have children? No. I don't have children. I didn't talk about having children, but thanks for asking. Like, I don't know. I would, if I had children, like, I wouldn't put them online, though. Like, and people have been talking about that recently, too. Like, should people under 16 be online? Like, look, I know there's always been children actors, and there's a lot of YouTube channels with kids, but there's just been a lot of talk about, like, is that appropriate? Is that good? I can't say, like, I guess it's on a case-by-case basis, but this is interesting, right? I would say YouTube is more allowing of certain types of content. Like, TikTok restricts certain types of content. Like, TikTok is more family friendly for the account, like the type of content that's allowed. YouTube